It's 5:05. I'm calling to order this special meeting of the City Council of the City of Bandera. It's Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021. We're at 511 Main Street, Bandera, Texas, at City Hall. All council members are present. City Secretary is present. Our Marshal is present. And our City Treasurer is present as well. Will, would you lead us in prayer, please? If you would rise.
Most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all together this evening. Thank you for the snow and the different weather we've had for the past week. And thank you for the beautiful days that we've had for the last couple of days. Pray for your mercy and help and guide all of our citizens as they get everything back to normal. Lord, we ask for guidance for the city councils. They make decisions that impact everyone's daily lives. Lord, most of all, we'd like to thank you for your Son who died upon the cross for our many sins. I will pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, item 3. The City Council will convene in closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.074 personnel to discuss the salaries of an officer or employee, to wit, exempt employee, City Secretary/HR Director Jill Shelton, Treasurer Amber Kinsey, Public Works Director Martin Park, and the Administrator. At this time, Jill, you are first one on up. Do you want to do this in open or closed session?
Closed is fine.
Closed is fine. Okay. In that case, Amber, would you leave the room, please? 7:10. I'm reconvening the regular session of the City Council of the City of Bandera. Item 4 is action following closed session. The City Council will convene following closed session to consider any action recommended to be taken during the closed session. Jerry.
I move to postpone, or I'd like to make a motion. I move to postpone any salary increases for exempt employees until new city administrator is hired.
Do I have a second? Do I have a second? All right, Jerry's motion dies for a lack of a second. Tony?
I can make a motion to put into effect the retroactive comp time from the point these positions were made non-exempt to exempt, and allow the employees that hold them to use by 12/31/21.
Second.
I'll second that.
Discussion. I want to make it plain that I do believe those dates are October the 1st through our second meeting in January, or the first meeting in February, and I'm not sure, not clear which, but we will clarify that for council.
The record will show. I'll
Maybe,
double check it.
or the dates the record shows.
Any further discussion?
Do you feel as though I need to make an amendment to my motion?
If you want to amend it retro to October 1 through the date that council approved the comp policy, which I believe is in October, January or February.
I think the dates, the last time we tried to do dates for retroactive, came back to bite us, so I would rather just have it.
Works for me. Further discussion? All in favor? All in favor, none opposed. Tony?
I would like to make a motion to work with the new city administrator on an employee model, pay scale, and pay on top of base pay such as certification and licensing as a priority before the 21-22 budget. Second.
Darcy seconds. Discussion?
Just
Rebecca?
hoping that can be top priority and get done sooner than budget season, but we'll see how that goes.
Absolutely. Jerry?
I thought we considered having a workshop to do that same thing.
Yeah, this isn't exclusive of that, this is just working with him and we could do however we do that, but priority to work, for us to work with him, I think a workshop would be great in that aspect, but
Okay.
I don't wanna limit it to that.
So it's similar to the motion I made, except just more detail.
Right, specific to employee model pay scale.
Right.
And supplemental pays, I guess is the right word.
So we're saying no salary increase until that time, once the new
Correct.
city
Yeah, I said nothing
administrator.
about
So
salary.
it's a combination of my motion and,
Right, so we're given, so the first motion was to give them the comp time that they've earned since their positions changed. So that's some compensation for them, time off, not monetarily, but to do this right in the long run for the city, like, the pay models and the pay scales and the supplemental pays for the positions, and then for the roles and duties that are on top of those positions where they may float, I think is going to be better for the city structure in the long run, so.
And a workshop would be just part of that
And the
process.
employees. And, absolutely, and the employees, right, I think it's a win-win, yeah.
so is that gonna be in there, the workshop?
I don't think it's exclusive to that, I just said we're gonna
Okay.
work with him, yeah, if we.
Further discussion? All in favor? All in favor, none opposed.
Very good.
Okay,
Thank y'all for your input very much.
ma'am.
I was thanking them for their input, for their honesty.
Item 5 is closed session. City council will meet in closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.074 personnel to discuss the city administrator position. So I am recessing the regular meeting again at 7:14 p.m. If y'all would excuse us, please.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm reconvening the special meeting of the City Council of the City of Bandera that we began yesterday, February 23rd, which we recessed at 7:51 p.m. The item on the agenda that we were considering is item 5, closed session. The City Council will meet in closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.074 personnel to discuss the city administrator. So at 5:01, I am recessing the regular meeting. 5:35, I'm reconvening in open session. Item 6, action following closed session. The city council will convene following closed session to consider any action recommended to be taken during the closed session. Rebecca,
I'd like to move that we call for a special meeting on the earliest possible of Monday or Tuesday to discuss the same action item again.
5 p.m.
Oh, closed and action. Yes, please, 5 p.m.
Darcy seconds. Discussion. All in favor? All in favor, none opposed. Okay, item 6.7 is the consent agenda. Approval of a resolution amending the Bandera Economic Development Corporation bylaws, Section 3, BEDC Board of Directors 3.01, number of requirements. Item 2 is adopting ordinance 385, repealing ordinance 377, emergency declaration, emergency orders. Rebecca,
Move to approve the consent agenda.
thank you. Darcy seconds. All in favor? All in favor, none opposed. Item 8, discussion of possible action on the following items. Council liaison positions for local boards and committees. Rebecca,
I'd like to just make a suggestion. If you guys haven't had the time to go through this and pick the things that you want to do or feel like it, we just email the city secretary with our individual input.
right.
You can obviously see what needs to be replaced. And I would just offer that if someone would
Or just
take Arthur Nagel, that would be fantastic.
write your name on it tonight and give it to the secretary. We'll figure it out.
And this isn't a limited list. If there are other organizations, I don't see Lions Club on here, for example, you know. So if you have relevant input or pre-existing relationships there, that would be so wonderful to step up as kind of a coordinator.
Thank you.
That's just a suggestion.
And Silver Sage.
I wanted both of those.
Okay, well, if that's good, we'll talk talk about them later then.
Okay, I would like to have EDC, and I'd like to keep with the Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Y'all want to email those to me or? I just thought for the sake of time, since we have another meeting and.
Okay, well then we'll just,
I just thought if anything was on somebody's mind that they could.
good for me. Yes, Jerry?
I would like to stay on this liaison for TechStop.
I figured you would. I've got some stuff to send you, by the way.
Say I can do Chamber of Commerce.
What a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, we
And
can,
the rest of them will fill in or do email. I just wanted to know if anybody had, did you read?
yeah.
I can do, I would like to do, P and Z. And Boys and Girls Club. And of course, Lions Club, I'd like added to the list and I'll take that.
Got it. Did you say not it? I said
Got it. Got it.
Got it. Oh, not all those.
Okay, can we just send this on to her? We'll take it up and see where we go from there, guys.
Okay, I'd like to nominate Christine for Bandera Business Association.
Thanks. Yep, I know. Actually, we are probably,
I hope so.
that's the direction the chamber's headed, is
Nice.
merging those two. So
That'd be awesome. What else we got on here?
All right, council, with your permission, we've got another quick item on the agenda, discussion of possible action on approving a resolution adopting the new personnel policy for 2021.
Let's get to item D.
Item D.
Megan,
Yes,
yeah, move to approve the resolution adopting the new personnel policy for 2021.
thank you. Darcy, second. Discussion? All in favor? All in favor, none opposed. All right, council, we've got 5 minutes. We have the discussion of promotional funding, or we have the discussion of upcoming city projects. Rebecca?
We may be able to handle the hotel occupancy fund quick if we can
Okay.
get to B. I think C is going to be a much lengthier discussion.
B is also on the next meeting as well, if you don't get to that one. I accidentally put it on both meetings for last night and tonight, so it's also on tomorrow night.
Good job. We're not-
And I'm happy to wait and leave it to that.
Let's see, leave it to that one. Thank you.
Take a minute.
Okay, the discussion on the upcoming projects and events. Let me tell you briefly what this is. Item A, the elevated water tower at Mulberry Street. That is part of the Texas Water Development Board project. And we already know how that's funded. It's funded through ad valorem taxes and excess revenues. This year in your packet, you will see, I'm sorry, it came out of my personal file, but there's the marked up one. This will give you the amount of the principal every year, and we don't have to worry about but as far as funding it, you'll see that in 22, 23, no, 21, 22, I'm sorry. This would be the first year we're paying the principal. It's 85,000. We've asked EDC to fund half of that. This is easily covered in our excess revenues. Also, if you look at the street capital improvement project, this one is one that city is funding solely through the the general fund. However, we have asked the EDC to contribute to that as well. It's a long-term project. It's 7 years, and it's an average of about $400,000 a year. So it's a $2.8 million project. So we're working on that this year. They're going to start on Cherry Street, as soon as school at Cherry Street and 11th Street, which has been a long time project. that the EDC's really tried to pay for before and has never been able to contribute to because we had no plan. Yes, ma'am.
Well, not only that, but I just attended a convention today that started at 1. And there were 2 pieces, I had so much going on at work, and I was able to do 2 pieces. One having to do with legislations around EDCs, and the other one having to do with hot tax opportunities. And the EDC's piece specifically said that the EDC is not to be funding any streets dealing with residential areas at all. And I would like to get further clarification on that because I know that has been tossed up before. And so I would like specific information from the state of Texas that authorizes our spending on the EDC side.
It is in a zoned commercial area. The only residence on it directly facing the street is Tommy's Dine.
So
on
Cherry
the
Street
other
is not
side-
very long, but it goes
Well,
all the
But
way.
it's only from, no, it's only, yeah, it is from
From-
173
right,
or 16
This side.
around to the high school
Mhm.
and back to where it is. at the
And Cherry
top.
Street may not be one of the issues because they could do it for city streets and stuff, but residential streets are omitted. So I want to make sure that we have it distinguished.
And one thing I wanted to say, I'm not going to, I don't know about the council, but I don't think council should ask us, the EDC, to help with anything except in the commercial district.
We're not having an EDC meeting right now. I'm sorry.
Mayor, Mayor, if I may, can I make a suggestion that we move item C, this one that you're on, to that special meeting on Monday or Tuesday? So that we can
Thank you.
stay on task, because this is a long agenda item and it's not something you want to rush
I think
through.
that's a
Sounds good.
idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
works for me. Thank you.
Jim.
Okay,
So we would go to item 9.
motion to. Could we please skip requests and announcements, but we have it on the next agenda?
I know,
yeah.
May I move to adjourn?
Yes, ma'am.
Second.
Darcy, second, discussion, all in favor? No, all in favor, none opposed, 5-4-5.